my name is James and welcome to Mirror Domains India, and this is a movie reaction for Bahubali. Now this movie came out in 2015, and I know it's like 5 years later, but this is a new series that I'm trying out on this channel. Normally I do things like song reactions and trailer reactions, but I really want to get into this first time viewing thing, and a lot of movies from India I have not seen, so I figured that would be the perfect audience to do this with, the perfect place for this to happen. And what we'll normally do is that you guys will be able to request movies for me to watch, but I figure we might as well start where I began at Bahubali, because that was actually my first film that I watched. I've seen it, so this is going to be my first time through it. It's going to be a little rough around the edges. I have to figure out how this is all going to work because the editing takes longer on these. The actual compiling of it all takes a little bit longer because it's hard to know how much YouTube is going to block or claim, strike, to get it all up on the screen for you guys. But this is the way it's going to work. Normally you guys will be able to request videos for me to watch in the comments below, like the movies, and I'll try to get to them. I'm thinking this is going to be a weekly thing because it's going to take a long time to edit, as I said, and it's going to take a long time to post. Now, Bahubali stars Prabhas, obviously, and that was my first introduction to him. I later saw him in Saho. I'm not going to dwell too much on it. I think most people will know what the movie's about. It's going to be in Telugu, and then it's going to have English subtitles. It's a little bit of a lower quality, but that's just the way that YouTube likes these kinds of things. I apologize for that. I'll try to fix the sound as best as I can, but let's just get into it right now. I'm starting at the opening credits, so I'll let you know when that big title comes up. I'm figuring that the entirety of this will be able to be found on the Patreon page, but for now, you guys get like this quick two-part series here. And I like the intro to this movie. Like the actual logo, how it's being raised. Very smart. It kind of sets the tone for something epic, like you're going to be watching something grandiose. And I like the imagery. Bahubali. Now, you know I can't show you the entire movie, guys, right? I can't show you in the entire movie, but I have reacted to scenes from this before, which I'll leave links to up in the cards above. I've listened to the songs, Divara, and I did a total reaction to the war scene at the end, but I had no context to it at the time. I later went back and watched it. So you'll see my reactions to that again as we go through this movie, which I believe that this is it's a masterpiece. It's one of those movies where I suggest everybody, if you haven't watched a movie from India before, one of the ones with music in it, watch this one because it's nice. It's beautiful. It's a masterpiece. So we're just getting through the credits here. And it opens with a song that, again, sets the tone. Mahashmati Kingdom. It's It's a smart way to start off the film. I like that. Singapuram Bandits Forest. That comes up later. Like how the kingdom is on a higher level there. And then it opens up with this beautiful waterfall. And that's something about this first act of the film, is that it's got great use of imagery, of the elements, like water. I like that. It is a theme that even comes down through my background of elements, nature. She's got an arrow in the back. Like the photography here is spectacular. I like this, the use of silhouettes there. Something that, how she can do all that. And that look in her eyes there. She's losing her strength. I like just the resolve in her face there. And she's going to do whatever it takes to keep the baby alive. And that's one of my favorite shots. It's just the color use there. And I like how they're constantly looking up at the waterfalls. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I like it. The mythology behind it. There's, yeah, the feeling of myth. And then there's a big time jump here. Not just yet. But this is a non-linear story. I'll explain that in a bit. So he's drawn to it. And I like the beginning here of him trying to climb it like a test to his abilities. Of course, he falls down. And there's the time jump. I like that transition. So we know that time is passing. And what I mean by non-linear is that, yeah, it does do time jumps, but obviously later on we go back in time to tell a little bit of the backstory. So it's disjointed. It's not linear. It's not one big piece. And I like that kind of reveal there of Prabhas sitting there on the waterfalls. Laying the groundwork there for what's to come musically. Beautiful set. And this is like a big jump, a big test. Can he do it or can't he? Now, yeah. Okay, we would pronounce that Shiva, but it's you guys pronounce it, or at least I've heard it pronounced Siva instead of there's no sh sound. And this is like the town's monk, right? The village's monk, kind of medicine man, what we would call the medicine man. Okay, not. I heard that lots. Hmm. Now, this shouldn't be a desecration, shouldn't it? But I guess it's not. Yeah, she's angry at him. But of course, this brings us to a very iconic image of him carrying it, the altar here. I own the soundtrack on iTunes, so I listen to it quite a bit, actually. And by now, I think you guys can sort of tell that we're dealing with a mythical side of things here, so we can see people with superhuman strength. Obviously, he fell down the waterfall. We're getting hints that he's got divine favor on his side. He's got the charisma, he's got the looks, he's got the buff body. But I kind of like it because it's representative of him wanting to do anything to help his mother, even maybe if that act would be blasphemy, right? It would be blasphemous by lifting that thing. Beautiful shot. Obviously, some of that's matte paintings in the background, like CG work, and it married fairly well for the time. But introducing him as a character, I think that's very effective. I liked it. Yeah. I like that little shake he does. It's not often you feel that happy in life where you just feel like busting out and dancing like that. Something that we should all strive for, right? Feeling that level of satisfaction. That's right, it's the mask that comes down. Once again, reigniting his obsession of climbing the waterfall. See, for me, it sounds like he's saying Siva. The mask has hints of Loki, as I said in my first reaction, I think. But I like that. And he figures out that it's a female's face, right? Oh, yeah, it's the start of Divara. Okay. Yeah. Great song. Yeah, this part is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And this song is legendary. Iconic. The use of the butterflies here is awesome. Oh man, getting goosebumps from that. I just like the reveal of the chorus there. Now I want to know, are these subtitles accurate to the lyrics? That is amazing. I like that shot. All of that, those two shots combined with that is just, somebody had the eye and had that in their head and got that on film. It's just wow. Like, that is so beautiful, guys. And I like how the chorus is like is an actual group of people singing, a chorus of people, and how the verses are like a duet. It's a great shot. I like the use of color. So he's gone higher here than he has before. But he's not going to be stopped. Wow. But I like how she's the muse, the passion for him to find the strength within to overcome the challenges of climbing this, because he didn't do it right away. He fell. Great shot. Great couple of shots there, actually. Like, that is just amazing. And I like that kind of cheer he does with that. And now we get to continue on with the movie. I just like those pauses. I like how it's so introduced in a way that's not jarring. It's not like, okay, we're watching something and then we just quickly shift into it. It's gradual. You get eased into it. And that's why I recommend this movie to people to watch for the first time, because it does that, but the music itself is just awesome. The soundtrack is superb. I can't say that enough. I'll be saying that throughout the entire film. And to think that we still got some really awesome stuff coming down the pipe. So this is his first meeting with Avintika, right? I like the locations that they found for this, because you got the waterfall, you got cliffs, you got like a swampy area here. Later we get some snow, but I like the contrast. It helps build out the world. And then that, he sees that she's violent. Wow. Yeah, I like that shot. He's mesmerized, right? He's just like, wow. She's ruthless. Shows no mercy. Devasena is the mother of Shiva, right? Of the this part kind of gets glossed over because and they're loyal to her, who is the mother there of the child in the beginning, and who was obviously Prabhas's character now. Okay. Devasena.
మహేశ్వతి నగరంలో మహావీరుడు కట్టప్ప గురించి విన్నాం. చాలా మంచివాడంటారు. ఆయన సహాయం కోరితే కరికాల కట్టప్ప నాడా మంచివాడే, సాయం చేయగల సత్తా ఉన్నవాడే, కానీ చేయడు. కట్టప్ప సింహాసనానికి కట్టుబానిస.
Kappa. Yeah, I like this guy. The actor did a very good job. He, just the character in his face. He's battle hardened, and you know that.
గులాల్కొండ కొలమిలో రగిలించి రష్యా దేశపు శాస్త్రవేత్తలు పదును పెట్టిన తల్వార్ పసివాడు చేత పట్టిన ఒక్క వేటికే 10 తాడి చెట్లు తెగ నరకగలదు. ఇస్కా నామ్ సికందర్. షానే షంషీర్.
Wow. I like how they're talking about weapons. They're setting the stage for later on. I like that because you can actually feel like the swords are heavy, right? Like you can't just swing them all around like that all the time. You kind of have to prepare yourself for a certain set of strikes. And now we get to see his strength. Just wow. The look on his face. Yeah? What do you think about your sword now?
రష్యా మంగోలియా గ్రీకు దేశాలన్నీ తిరిగాను కానీ నీలాంటి వీరుడిని ఎక్కడ చూడలేదు నీతో కలిసి ముద్ద పంచుకోవడం నాకు గర్వంగా ఉంది అక్కడ మరణించండి అసలాం చేయి బానిసలకు రాజకుటుంబీకులతో సరి సమానంగా కూర్చునే అర్హతని ఈ ఆయుధ కర్మగారానికి అధిపతివి నువ్వు బానిసవా అవునా అసలాం చేయి మీరెక్కడా చూడని బానిస యుద్ధానికి ఆయుధాలు తయారు చేయాలి యుద్ధంలో రాజుగారి ప్రాణాలకు తన గుండెలు అడ్డు పెట్టాలి యుద్ధం అయ్యాక ఆయన కాళ్ళ దగ్గర పడి ఉండాలి చెప్పు నిన్ను విడిపించడానికి మహారాజుకి ఎంత కావాలి దానికి 10, 50, 100 రెట్లు ఎక్కువ ఇచ్చి నేను విడిపిస్తాను ఈ బానిసకి వెనలేదు అసలాంజీ మా వంశంలో పుట్టిన ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ మహిష్మతి సింహాసనానికి
That's right. He did. Like a life bond almost, right?
చనిపోయిన వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చిన మాట కోసం కాను ఇచ్చిన వాళ్ళు చనిపోయి ఉండొచ్చు కానీ ఇచ్చిన మాట బతికి ఉంటుంది కదా అసలాంజీ ఈ జన్మకి ఈ కట్టే ఈ మట్టికి నమ్మకానికి కూడా రూపం ఉంటుందని నిన్ను చూశాక అర్థమవుతుంది కట్టమా నీకు ఏ అవసరం వచ్చినా ఒక్క ప్రాణమిత్రుడు ఉన్నాడని మాత్రం మర్చిపోకు
So,
వైశాలి ఎక్కడికి ఇప్పుడే వస్తా
I like this part. This is probably leading into my favorite part of the movie, aside from the big battle at the end. But this part, like, she doesn't like what she sees. That kind of warrior mentality. I don't think she likes. She cut her hand. So fish. You'll clean it? I don't know. Can't be the most comfortable place to fall asleep. But I like this. How he's just like swimming underwater towards her. There's a whimsy about it. And then of course he paints on her. Okay, so he's the brother of Devasena, right? A lot of it gets glossed over, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing some of the names. Avantika, yeah. I like that name. Oh, yeah.
మనసు ఆశయాన్ని మర్చిపోయి అందం మీద పెట్టడం వల్ల వచ్చింది. శరీరం మీద ప్రేమ పెంచుకున్న వాళ్ళు ప్రాణం మీద ఆశ వదులుకోలేదు. ఈ వారికి నీకు అర్హత లేదు.
Wow. Oh, she's crying. Don't let a tear fall from your eye, right?
ఈ కన్నీళ్లు పిరికితనానికి ప్రతీక కాదు. బాధతో వచ్చినవి అంతకన్నా కాదు. మరుగుతున్న నా రక్తం ఆవిరై కళ్ళల్లోంచి ఈ రూపంలో బయటకొచ్చింది. ఆ కన్నీటి బొట్టులో ఉన్న వేడిసెగ మీకు తగిలి ఉంటే నన్ను పంపించండి.
Don't do it, man. Okay, well, that's the way to go. Look at that look. Now we get his backstory. Because there weren't really brothers, right? They were just born at the same time. And they were fighting for the kingdom. And this guy kind of won out. And we see that later on. Some of this, for the first time through, if you're not following or paying attention, it does get a little bit muddy. Maybe it's because of the translations. But all of this looks awesome. And they're establishing here that they're corrupt, they're evil, they're taking everybody's gold and riches, that they're tyrants and smothering them with mud, or at least I hope that's mud. Flogging them. So the kingdom's under harsh law. I don't like that. You see, in North American movies, we would just show the bad guy doing something bad. But instead, we just kind of get this shown to us on the side characters, right? And instead, they showed, well, the bad guy demonstrating his strength, right? So we get the sense that he's fearless, he's strong, he takes on, what is it? It's a water buffalo, right? Is that a bull? And that's his father, right? A little bit of an action scene here. And I like how it says in the movies, it's a CGI animal. Like they want to make sure that you're not seeing an animal actually get hurt here. Obviously, you can't do that in real life either. But yeah, they're just saying, they're establishing that this guy's he's got some muscle, right? And as I was saying before, in North American movies, normally we would just be showing him actually doing punishment to the civilians in the city, to establish him as the bad guy. But instead we saw his men doing that. And now we get to see like a feat of strength. And you see that his father obviously admires him. Okay. These guys, they're big, eh? Big in the shoulders. That's interesting. That was a good shot. Tapa. Yeah. Whew. Ooh, he hurt himself. Kappa.
సరే ఏ వరం కావాలో కోరుకో ఏదైనా సరే నాకున్నది ఒకటి కోరిక
25 years.
సరే మారి చేత తప్పుతుందా దేవసేనని చంపి విడుదల చేయి మరణాన్ని మించిన విడుదల ఏముంటుంది కట్టప్ప వెళ్ళు.
So there, now we get to see that he's evil, right? He's got some malevolence to him. And I like that that work there, that CG work. Beautiful. And the music is ominous too. And this is Devasena. And this is where they keep her. So I guess maybe we do kind of get to see them being evil.
కనీసం ఈ అర్ధరాత్రైనా ఎవ్వరూ లేనప్పుడైనా నీతో కాపురం చేస్తున్న ఈ సంఖ్యల శబ్దంలో అయినా వాడి పేరు వినిపించిందా? లేదు. మహిష్మతి మర్చిపోయింది దేవసేన. వాడి పేరు ప్రజల మాటల్లోనే కాదు జ్ఞాపకాల్లోంచి కూడా తుడిచిపెట్టుకుపోయింది. ఈ రాజ్యంలో వాడిని ఇంకా తలుచుకునేది నువ్వు నేను.
So they're talking about the son or the father?
ఇంకొకసారి కసి తీరా ఈ చేతులతో చంపాలని నేను.
Okay, the father.
ఇద్దరివి తీరని కోరికలే.
I like the music here. It's kind of haunting, but it's effective. Now that is for a pyre, right? That part I'm not too sure. Maybe it has to do with the culture.
అమ్మా దేవసేన ఈసారి నా ఒప్పుకుంటుంది నువ్వు అంటే ఈ సక్కలు తెంచి నేను విడిపిస్తాను బతుకంతో బందీగానే ఉంటావా తల్లి
లేదు కట్టప్ప నా కొడుకు వస్తాడు వాడే నన్ను విడిపిస్తాడు
చనిపోయిన బిడ్డ ఎలా వస్తాడు తల్లి
నా కొడుకు బ్రతికే ఉన్నాడు నన్ను వెతుక్కుంటూ వస్తాడు
లేని కొడుకు వస్తాడన్న భ్రమలో అనవసరంగా శిక్ష అనుభవిస్తున్నావు తల్లి వాస్తవంలోకి రా నిన్ను విడిపించాలనుకున్నా మళ్ళీ నాకు ఈ అవకాశం రాదు కాసేపట్లో మూడో జాబ్ కాపలా పడో చేస్తారు ఒప్పుకో తల్లి ఒప్పుకో తల్లి నేను ఇంతగా బతుమలుతుంటే వినకుండా నువ్వు ఈ పిచ్చి పనులు చేసి
Yeah. Wow. It's the look.
నేను తెచ్చుతాను అనుకున్నావా కట్టప్ప చిద్ది పేరుస్తున్నాను ఆ పల్లాల దేవుడి రక్తం మాంసం గుండె ప్రాణం కాల్చి మసి చెయ్యడానికి చిద్ది పేరుస్తున్నాను నా కొడుకు వస్తాడు ఆ మృగాన్ని ఈ చెట్టు మీదకి ఈడ్చుకు వస్తాడు ఆ పల్లాలుడు బ్రతికుండగానే
Okay. That's what it's for.
మరణ భయంతో వాడు పెట్టే చావు కేకలు మాహిష్మతి కోట గోడల్లో ప్రతిధ్వనిస్తాయి నా కొడుకు వస్తాడు
They make her look evil there, though. Right? But she's not. She's just drained of energy.
నిన్నెక్కడే నా చేతి మీద పచ్చబొట్టు పొడిచి వెళ్ళాడు ఇక్కడే పడుకుంటే మళ్ళీ వస్తాడు
So now they want to, they're trying to bait him out. Like, they're trying to use her as bait to see if he'll come out and try to color on her hand. They even made her sort of look like her. Same clothes and put that same makeup on their symbol. Of course, he's lying there. And I like the look on his face. He's like smiling. This is like, it's like, it's not the right word I want to use. It's like a foreplay, right? It's setting the stage for romance. Kind of a flirtation. There, that's a better word. But he hasn't even talked to her yet. But I like how you can see like the snake's tail is still on her shoulder, so she can be confused that it's just the snake's tail and not him riding on her. And they did that with the fish too. And she didn't see it on there when she did that? You think maybe she should have. Okay, there you go. And it is kind of creepy, though, when you think about it.
అవంతి నువ్వు వెళ్ళి నేను వస్తా.
So she goes up into the mountains here. We get a change of scenery. Some snow.
ఎవరు నువ్వు?
నా పేరు చూడు మా తమ్ముడు రావు నీ కోసం ఆ నీటుకోండి.
So they play more. This is play. Is that a deadfall? A deadfall is a hunter's trap. It's got spikes in the bottom. This just looks like a pit. It's hard to run in snow.
అందుకనే మరి చెప్పిన మాట వినాలి. ఇప్పుడు చూసావా అనవసరం గోతులు పడ్డావు. అవంతిగా
ఇప్పుడు చెప్పు ఎవరు నువ్వు?
నేను చెప్పింది నిజం. ఆ నీటుకోండి
ఆగు. అది ఆ మహాశివుడు మాత్రమే చేయగలిగే పని.
అదే కదా నేను శివుడే కదా.
See, he says I'm Siva, but it's Sivadu in the credits.
మొత్తం చెప్పేస్తాను.
So that's where I get confused.
దానికన్నా ముందు నేను ఒకటి అడిగాను.
ఏంటది?
So is his name Shiva or is his name Sivadu? Sivadu, right? I don't know. Huh.
చేతిలో కత్తి వంటి మీద కావచ్చు కోపంతో మొహం చింతనిప్పలు లాంటి కళ్ళు పై కనిపిస్తున్న ఈ ముసుగు గురించి కాదు నేను అడిగేది. దాని వెనక గుండెల్లో
She looks beautiful there. Like, it's photographed beautifully.
నేను చెప్పరా
Shall I tell you?
నువ్వు ఒక అమ్మాయి నేను ఒక అబ్బాయి నేను ప్రేమించడానికి వచ్చాను.
Yeah, I don't think she'll like that. It's a good transition from being outdoors to being in a set now. But she sees herself as a warrior, as a fighter. The thing is that she's also very beautiful. Wow. Okay, well, that's a bit much. Okay, but at least he's going to get wet too. I like how she's kind of like, she doesn't like it. He's playing, but she's fighting. Now what's that? He's getting berries, colors. Putting on mascara and lipstick. Okay. Ah. She doesn't like the warrior, right? Now she can see her beauty. Her name is Tamana Bhatia? Is that how I pronounce it? Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. She's falling for his charms. I like this song coming up.
ఈ ముస్కానికి చిరునవ్వు చూడాలని ఇంత దూరం వచ్చాను. ఇంకా కావాలి?
Yeah, this song is one of my favorites. And again, they're taking a little bit of a breather here in the story to celebrate their love, and I like that. Again, it didn't feel jarring because they set it up. You know, they had that flirtation, the running around, and the fighting there before this all started. So this fits. It's a big set. Lots of water. Very hard to work with. Oh, okay. So he made the alternate design on his hand. Okay, I get it. I'll have to try that myself sometime. I would have loved to have seen this on the big screen because the music now just immerses you right into it. And it's a great follow-up for Divara. Just makes me smile. So he did it in both spots. I like on his arm, on their arms. And this is probably my favorite part of the film. As much as I like the action, not because of this, but I mean because of the romance behind it. I guess that speaks just to who I am. Again with the water, right? As we saw in the beginning. A gold statue?
విగ్రహావిష్కరణకి సంబరాలు మిన్నంటుతాయి. తప్పెడ తాళాలతో బ్రహ్మాండం బద్దలవ్వాలి ప్రభు.
Her duty. She feels the pull. And she didn't want to do that. You could see that in her eyes. Now it's back to business, right? Frisker. I hope that's all you do. Ooh. No, that's what you do with prisoners. That's just, it's not easy to watch. Ah, get him. He resisted the sleeping thing, right? So why she looked shocked? Wow, a little bit of action here. Ooh! Scorpion tailed him. Wow. That's when you get pushed down so hard that your legs, your back legs come up over the back of your head. Call it a scorpion tail. Ooh. Yeah, of course, you're messing with his woman. You gotta protect her. He recognizes him. Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah. He recognizes him. See, there it sounded like Savudu. Like there's an actual U-D-U. But he pronounced it himself Siva. Savudu. I don't know. Now this scene is a little bit much, but this would be like my only minor quibble with the movie, is that in some parts they reach just a bit too much. Like all of this looks fantastic because it looks like it's properly lit by nature, and in some shots it was like sunny outside, like we just saw, and now it's foggy. So there's just a little minor inconsistencies here, and then of course with this visual effects sequence, it gets just a bit, well, yeah, it speaks for itself. I don't hold it against the movie. And sunny again. Now, some people may find that a little bit humorous. I didn't. Like, really? They're just fantastical. Remember that. So you got to remember that this is like myth. It's fable. But to tell you the truth, some of those green screen shots actually did look like it married fairly well. Yeah, there, she called him Siva. But I like this part. Dee-va-da. I like that. Reminding you of certain themes. Musically. Of course, they all get buried. Snow is very heavy. I come from the snow.
నన్ను క్షమించు శివ. వేరే ఏం చేయాలో నాకు తెలియలేదు. నిన్ను వదులుకోలేను. అలాగని నా ఆశయాన్ని వదులుకో.
నువ్వు నా దాని భవంతిక. నీకు సంబంధించిన ప్రతిదీ నా సొంతం.
So he's promising her. Promising himself to her. He's going to do it. Yeah, and I like this part.
దేవసేన ఎవరో నాకు తెలియదు. నీకు కావాల్సిన ఆవిడ విడిపించడం అయితే నేను తీసుకొస్తాను.
And I will bring her back.
ఇది నా ఆన.
Good song too. See, I like how they set things up here. Huh. That was a good shot of him just busting through there. I like how they set the good guy up and then the bad guy, and now they're going to come together, right? At least that's where you think it would have come. But this movie does something a little bit different here. Oh, he was climbing up the side there. I didn't see that the first time. So he infiltrates the city. Beautiful shot. She senses him.
మాహిష్మతి, ఊపిరి పీల్చుకో. నా కొడుకొచ్చాడు. బాహుబలి తిరిగొచ్చాడు.
And that's his father. So he looks like his father. And just a throwback to his armor. I like this scene too. Because it shows that the people really don't like this other guy. The ruler, the evil ruler, what's his name? Balala Deva? And I like that because that's a good shot there of a real physical shot married with a CG shot. I love elephants. Something majestic about them. Kind of like here in North America, I consider the bear a majestic animal. Animals they need our respect. And because he looks like his father, he's got to hide his face. We get a little bit of a nod here to Ben-Hur, kind of, where Jesus, the Jesus moment in Ben-Hur, where he's doing physical labor and then he comes along and helps him. Sort of like that. Ooh, the rope burn. Like, there's a lot going on here with the symbolism that we all kind of recognize, despite our lineage, our backgrounds, our heritage. There are certain things that we all kind of gravitate to, and this is it. This kinds of thing, where there's the big savior that comes. And I like this reveal. It just gives me chills. And I like the frame rate there when the face shield came off. Oh, and that guy doesn't like it, because they're saying the name of the other guy, his enemy. And she can hear it. She can hear it. That's a beautiful shot. Kappa. Wow, are those the dancers that can't close their eyes when they're doing the dance? I know there's certain types of dancers that have to do that from certain cultures. Yeah, I like the way she kind of looks back at him. And you can see the anger, the I can't believe this is happening look in his face. And then, of course, we see his statue above his and much bigger. I like that imagery.
పోయి 15 దినాలైపోయినారు. ఇంకా రాలేదు. నా బిడ్డడు కేటాయిపోవడానికి
15 years.
ఆడిపోయితే కాదు.
ఏంటి కాకపోతే ఇంకా రాలేదేమి?
ఏమో తను మధ్యన కలిసాడేమో. మనం కన్నోళ్ళం కాదని ఎరికైపోయినదేమో.
అయితే ఇంకా రాదా?
సంగ
నా అమ్మాయిని పిలవడా? రేయ్, చావండి రాయుడా.
15 years. I didn't realize there was that big of a time jump. Again. Really? He's been gone 15 years? He could have had a family by then, right?
ఒకసారి నా కంటి తడిలో వేడిని చూసి నన్ను నమ్మారు. ఇప్పుడు అదే కంటిలో ధైర్యం చూసి ఇంకొకసారి నమ్మండి. నా శివుడు రాణి దేవసేనను విడిపిస్తాడు. నాతో రండి.
సరే ధర్మానికి దారి చూపించిన బాహుబలి లేటని ఎవరన్నారయ్యా?
Is that his sword?
నేను జీవిస్తున్నా ఎప్పుడూ చనిపోయాను. నువ్వు చనిపోయినా జనం గుండెల్లో ఇంకా బతికే ఉన్నా. బాహుబలి బాహుబలి అనే కోరికేక కోటలో ప్రతిధ్వనిస్తుంటే నాది కాదు నాన్న.
I like that dialogue. And I like that imagery. It's very Shakespearean. Yeah. Like the sets in this are amazing. Like that hallway there. Uh-oh. What's this?
జనంలో బాహుబలి అనే పేరు మొట్టమొదట పలికిందెవరు? అడుగుతోంది గోడల్ని కాదు మిమ్మల్ని. గోడు పెక్కట్లేదేంటి? అదిగా తెక్కోయాలా? గాడిలో ఇంతమంది ఉన్నారు, ఒక్కడు కూడా చూడలేదా? నేను చూశాను ప్రభు.
Really? He outs himself just like that? Maybe he welcomes it. Oh, okay. Wow. That went up pretty fast. He sees him. He doesn't want to see him, though. He's like, you can't believe his eyes. Oh, see, I like that acting. He's working it out. You can see it in his eyes and his face. He's processing the information. And that's good acting. Because his hair should be long, right? And it's short. He doesn't recognize him. That's a day for night shot. Ooh. Now, she sees him, right? Wow. Can you imagine just that feeling? And his heart breaks. But he knows that she was a prisoner, right? Before going. I mean, that's why Avantika wanted to do that. Now he's mad, though. I guess that triggered him, and it's on! See, they filmed this during the day, and then in post-production, they turn down the darkness on it. But they want to film it during the day, so they make sure that they can capture everything, so you can still see things, right? If they do it at night, sometimes the camera won't pick it up, and you just got to keep on reshooting it. So it's easier to do it during the day. And then just change it in post. Lots of movies do that. Lots. But it looks good. He breaks the chain somehow. Does he just... Okay, he cuts them. Okay, he was surprised because he saw that Devasana was being rescued, right? That's why? At this point. Alright, the grandson goes after him too. I forgot that, right? Because the grandson wants to prove his glory to his father, probably, right? Those bales of hay? Oh, okay. See, I like this kind of stuff. It's like tactics. Stuff that I'm not familiar with. And it's very smart to close off the entrance like that. And that is a cool shot. That is an amazing shot. Of course they're going to give chase. You have to. It'd be a fairly easy trail to follow. Ooh. Yeah, he's down. That should be him down now. Okay. That's right. I like this scene too. The grandson there. Yeah, I don't like that. That shaming happens a lot in today's society as well. Men do that kind of shame for people they don't like. But I like how he just sees her and then just, the energy just kind of like flows into him. Whew. Wow. Yeah. If you kill him, though, it's going to bring down the thunder. Ah, there. Kappa.
యువరాజ మిమ్మల్ని కాపాడటం నా ధర్మం వాడు మిమ్మల్ని తాకాలంటే నన్ను తాకాలి.
This is a great scene. This is just... Ooh, man. It just... Because you can feel the emotion that he's feeling. And Kappa doesn't quite know who he's fighting right here, right? Because he hasn't been able to put his eyes fully on him. He shouldn't have gotten involved. Now look what's happened. And the score here with the female vocal, it's beautiful. It adds that extra layer of hauntingness to it. See, she's saying the full name there, right? Katapa. And in the closed captionings, it just says Kappa. Now she's his brother, the brother. I can't remember. Hold on. But I need to make sure that I'm getting this connection right here between the leader there and Devasana. Yeah, see, no, she said Sivadu there, right? She said Sivadu, but there it said Shiva in the actual subtitles. I've seen this before and I still haven't gotten it straight. Wow, okay, that's cool. The wide angle there. What does Mahasena mean? Wow. All right. That's right. Oh, that's perfect. And that shot. Oh, so beautiful. It's haunting. It's epic. Of the body like that. Oh. Wow. Wow. And everybody's reaction is just kind of like... I like how the director gave some pause there, some silence. And now the rain comes. And Kappa's just been shamed. His honor's been taken away from him. And it's like a samurai losing his master, right? And now he sees. Now he sees and he can't believe it. And I like the symbolism there of him kind of like sliding forward on his knees. But he must have known that Devasana had a son, right? They just believed that he was dead. I bet she's surprised, right? Avantika? Oh. So he was there when he was born. I like that. I don't want to know what's the meaning of this? Putting the foot on the forehead. Or on the head. What's the meaning behind that? I want to know. Let me know in the comments below. Does that mean that he will be loyal? He's swearing loyalty? So the only thing I can guess. And this is where the story shifts. This is what I meant earlier by a non-linear story. Of course, he's probably still trying to process it, right? They raised you, though. She's still your mother, though.
మా దేవుడు అమరేంద్ర బాహుబలి రక్తాన్ని వినుము నీ కన్న తల్లి దేవసేన 25 ఏళ్ల నిరీక్షణకి నిదర్శనం నువ్వు రాజమాత శివగామి దేవి ప్రాణత్యాగానికి ఫలితం నువ్వు తెలుసుకోవలసిన చరిత్ర 50 ఏళ్ల క్రితం మొదలైంది నాయన.
So 50 years ago.
మాహిష్మతి సింహాసనాన్ని మీ తాతగారు విక్రమదేవుడు అధిష్ఠించారు. మహారాజు కన్నా వయసులో పెద్దవాడైన పిచ్చిల దేవుడికి అతని అవలక్షణాల కారణంగా సింహాసనం నిరాకరించబడింది. కానీ తన అవిటితనం కారణంగానే తనను రాజ్యార్హత నుంచి దూరం చేశారని రగిలిపోయేవారు. హఠాత్తుగా ఒకరోజు కన్నబిడ్డలా చూసుకుంటున్న ప్రజల్ని 6 నెలల గర్భిణి అయిన భార్యని అనాథల్ని చేస్తూ మహారాజు కన్ను మూశారు. 3 నెలలు గడిచాయి. మాహిష్మతి సోకిస్తూనే ఉంది. మహారాజు గారి వదిన బిజ్జల దేవుడి భార్య అయిన శివగామిదేవి రాజ్యభారం మొత్తం తన భుజాలకెత్తుకుంది. తన దక్షతతో రాజ్యాన్ని కంటికి రెప్పలా కాపాడుకుంటూ వస్తుంది. కానీ ఖాళీగా ఉండే సింహాసనం నీళ్ళు కుతంత్రాలు పురుడు పోసుకుంటాయని ఆమెకి తెలియంది కాదు. గుంట నక్కల ఊళ్ళలో ఆమెకి వినిపిస్తూనే ఉన్నాయి.
So she's the lady in the beginning that dies in the river holding the baby up. She's has control of the kingdom now, right? In this time, 50 years ago, Shivagami, is that it? She feels the strength.
రాజులేని ఈ సింహాసనాన్ని చూస్తుంటే విధవరాలి బోసినిదురులా లేదు. అందుకే సింహాసనాన్ని అధిష్ఠించి పూర్వ వైభవానికి పురుడు పోస్తాను. వీరంతా ఈ రాజ్యానికి విధేయులుగా ఉంటామని ప్రమాణం చేశారు. మహారాజు మరణించిన ఈ ఆపత్ సమయంలో తిరుగుబాటు చేయటం క్షత్రియ ధర్మం కాదు మార్తాండ. అధికారాన్ని చేజిక్కించుకోవడమే క్షత్రియ ధర్మం మహామంత్రి.
So there's a little bit of politics there that I don't quite understand, that I'm not aware of.
రాజకుటుంబానికి విధేయులెవరో ఇటు పక్కకి రండి.
ఆడదాని వెనక ఎవరుంటారు శివగామి?
Shivagami. And she says katapa. See, but the subtitles are kappa.
మాహిష్మతికి మక్కిలి పట్టింది. రక్తంతో కడిగి.
So he's loyal to the Bahubali family line here.
వాళ్ళు మన వాళ్ళని అలా నరికేస్తుంటే చూస్తూ నిలబడతారే.
He hasn't switched yet.
కదలండి, ఈ బానిసని ఆ శివగామిని చంపేయండి. చంపేయకంటే చంపేయి.
Ooh. Well, it's an ugly thing sometimes.
రామర్షులు ఎక్కువ వేస్తావా? అంత కుతంత్రం చేసావు.
కుతంత్రం కాదు మార్తాండ, రాజతంత్రం.
Whew. She can handle a blade. We saw that at the very beginning.
అమ్మా, మీ యుద్ధ రీతి రాజనీతి కళ్ళారా చూసాం. ఆ సింహాసనాన్ని మీరే అధిష్ఠించి ఈ రాజ్యపాలన చేయండి.
లేదు మహామంత్రి, అది నా స్థానం కాదు.
మరెవరిదమ్మా? ఎవరిదని అడుగుతున్నారేంటి మహామంత్రి? ఆ సింహాసనం కోసం పుట్టిన నా కొడుకు భల్లాల దేవుడిది. చెప్పు శివగామి.
So it establishes.
నా ఇద్దరు బిడ్డలకి ఈ సింహాసనంపై సమాన హక్కుంది. పెరిగి పెద్దయ్యాక ఎవరు మహావీరుడవుతారో, ఎవరు దేశ ప్రజల మన్నన పొందుతారో వారే మహారాజు అవుతారు. ఇది నా మాట, నా మాటే శాసనం.
Yeah. And it kind of pits the two of them against each other. So it's a good scene. Very important scene. Now we go through some more time jumps here of them growing up. So they're brothers, or at least they're raised that way, right? And they become enemies. Again, it's those themes that we all kind of recognize and identify with. Never hurts to pray. Ooh. That's why I don't live in places where it's very hot. That's why I prefer the mountains. The cold. Kappa. Overseeing everything. But you can see at a young age he was still wanting to care for the men, for the soldiers.
ఎందుకు
మీరిక్కడికి రావడమే తప్పు, మాతో కూర్చోవడం ఇంకా తప్పు.
And his face isn't all scarred yet.
పెట్టమంటే చట్టాలు చదువుతావేంటి?
His beard is black.
రాజమందిరంలో పంచపక్ష ప్రమాణాలు సిద్ధంగా ఉన్నాయి.
ఉన్నాయిలే, అయినా తింటే తప్పేంటి? వాసనకే నోరు ఊరిపోతుంది.
తప్పేంటో మీకు బాగా తెలుసు యువరాజ. మీది రాజకుటుంబం, మాది తక్కువ జాతి.
అయితే సరే, మాహిష్మతి యువరాజుగా ఆజ్ఞాపిస్తున్నాను. తినిపించు మామా.
Or was that the bad guy? I can't remember. I don't know. Okay, now they're older. They're training. Oh, wow. I like that. Very sharp. Of course the ladies like him. Now his brother. I like this weapon. It's very deadly. I don't think it's very practical, but it's cool looking. Yeah, he doesn't like that. Because he wants to be king. You're taking questions, learning about the history and the culture, religion.
అన్ని యుద్ధ విద్యల్లోనూ సకల శాస్త్రాల్లోనూ యువరాజులిద్దరూ సమభుజీలుగా నిలిచారు. మరి మా కాబోయే మహారాజు ఎవరు ఎలా నిర్ణయిస్తారు రాజమాత?
ఆ పరమేశ్వరుడు తన అనుగ్రహాన్ని నా ఇద్దరు బిడ్డలకి సమానంగా ఇచ్చాడు. ఎవరి గొప్ప తేల్చమని నాకు పరీక్ష పెడుతున్నాడు. మంత్రివర్య, తరువాతి పరీక్షల్ని మరింత కఠినంగా తయారు చేయండి.
She has to decide who to give the kingdom to. Of course, there's going to be some treachery along the way.
రాజమాతకి కొత్త సమస్య ఎదురైంది. సాకేతుడు కాపలావాడు తప్పి మన సైనిక రహస్యాన్ని అపహరించుకుపోయాడు రాజమాత.
యువరాజులకి వర్తమానం పంపండి.
రాజద్రోహి వెతుక్కుంటూ యువరాజులిద్దరూ ఎన్నో రాజ్యాలు తిరిగారు. సింగాపురం దొంగల కోటలో తలదాచుకున్నాడని తెలిసింది. ఇది బందిపోట్లు, హంతకులు, వ్యసనపరులు
Singapura.
విడిగా పసివేస్తాము,
And I think we saw that on the map at the beginning, right, guys?
ప్రాణాలు తీసేస్తాము.
So you dispatch these two. I like it. Ooh.
మన వాళ్ళు ఇలా కాపలా కాసుంటారు. ఇన్ని రాజ్యాలు తిరిగి చూసే అదృష్టం మనకి దక్కేది కాదు. కొత్త యుక్త పదునైందా వాళ్ళు.
The wine vendor.
మత్తుందా? పెద్దది. పెద్దదే.
It's a good trick. But he's doing this to draw attention away from what their goal is, right? And win favor. I think it's wine. It's got to be wine. Or mead or something. It's a distraction. And it's a good distraction. You see the look on that guy's face. And now he's going to be tempted. So what we'll do for this is that if you guys want to see my reactions to the actual songs, I've reacted to one of them. I can do separate song reactions with higher quality video than what you're going to see here. But just my overall impressions is that it's very well done. Again, it's a respite. It's a brief pause in the film's story to have a little bit of a song. And it's this part that I would say, yeah, they could have cut back on this one. Because it's a side story, and it just sort of helps set up the main battle at the end. But maybe cut out just a little bit from here. Who knows? I still like this song. Don't get me wrong about that. Wow. And he's looking for the traitor. I like that. Interesting with the ropes. He's getting roped in. Okay. Yeah, I do like this number. Now they got him. They found him. It worked. Again, the locations in this place, in this movie, is fantastic. And it's married with matte paintings in the background, so it helps create that atmosphere. He's going to do himself in. Yeah. This is smart. It's showing that he has trust in his brother there. But then it also shows that his brother is willing to let them die. Whoops. But it shows that he's got faith in him, like blind faith, to the point that he trusts him with his life. Skatapa. And he said it there. See, I like it. I'm hearing it, guys. I'm not reading it all the time now. Kalakia. Those are the bad guys. Their nation. A ruthless villain. Kalakia. And they've got the numbers. Wow. They pulled this off in 2015 and it looks good, guys. Very hints of like Lord of the Rings kind of stuff. Like, yeah, in scope of the battle. And I like the fact that these guys speak a different language. And that they don't subtitle the language that they're speaking. It's gonna free him?
ఒక పక్క మన రాజ్యాన్ని కాపాడుకుంటూనే మరో పక్క ప్రతిదాడి చేయాలి. మన వ్యూహం ఏంటో ఆలోచించండి.
త్రిశూల వ్యూహం ఇప్పటి వరకు అది పుస్తకాల్లోనే ఉంది. ఎవరు ఆచరించలేదు. అలాంటి వ్యూహంతో యుద్ధానికి వెళ్తావా? ఎవరికి తెలియదంటే కాలకేలు కూడా తెలియదు. అందుకే మనం ఆచరించాలి. నేనే ఏకీభవిస్తున్నాను.
నేను ఆమోదిస్తున్నాను. మన నగరంలోకి రావడానికి
And this is the cool part.
కట్టప్ప, శత్రువులు లోపలికి రాకుండా ఆపడానికి మీకెంత సైన్యం కావాలి?
5,000 మందితోనే శూలాలతో కవచాలతో ఇనప కంచెలు నిర్మిస్తాను. సైన్యాన్ని అడ్డుకోరగా నిలబెడతాను.
Like, this is fascinating stuff.
నేను ఉత్తర దిక్కున సేనలకు నాయకత్వం వహిస్తాను.
The warfare and the war scene
సైన్యానికి బాధ్యత నాది.
just takes this movie to another level of epicness.
కాలకీయ నాయకుడు వెనకే నిలబడి తన సైన్యంలో సగం మందిని ముందు పంపిస్తాడు. మన వ్యూహంతో, మనకున్న యుద్ధ యంత్రాల సహాయంతో ఎంతమంది వచ్చినా ఇక్కడ 3 గడియల పాటు నిలువరించగలం తల్లి. కానీ ఈ లోపే ఆ కాలకీయ నాయకుడిని హతమార్చాలి. నాయకుడు లేని సేనలు చెదిరిపోతాయి.
Cut off the head of the dragon and the rest falls, right?
సమయంలో యువరాజులు ఇద్దరు అశ్వదళంతో ఇరువైపుల నుంచి కాలకేయుడు మీదకి వెళ్తారు.
That's cool.
అర్థం చేసుకుని వాళ్ళు ప్రతిదాడి చేయడానికి కనీసం ఒక గడియ సమయం పడుతుంది.
అది చాలమ్మా, విజయాన్ని సాధించుకొస్తాను. అర్ధ గడియ చాలమ్మా, వాడి తల నరికి తీసుకొస్తాను. దీంతో ఎవరిని రాజుని చెయ్యాలనే చిక్కుముడి కూడా విడిపోతుంది.
He tries to weasel this in here too.
నాయకుడిని ఎవరు హతమరుస్తారో వారిదే మాహిష్మతి సింహాసనం. ప్రభువులు చక్కగా సెలవిచ్చారు. అవును.
ఇద్దరు యువరాజులకి సైన్యాన్ని సమంగా పంచండి.
See, she doesn't acknowledge it there, right?
బాహు, మీరు పుట్టిన గడ్డ రుణం తీర్చుకునే అవకాశం వచ్చింది. సద్వినియోగం చేసుకోండి. జై మహిష్మతి.
పంపకాల్లో మీ పెదనాన్న నీకు చాలా అన్యాయం చేశారు. కోటగోడలు బద్దలు కొట్టడానికి ఉపయోగించే యంత్రాలు మాత్రమే నీకు ఇచ్చారు. బహిరంగంగా జరిగే యుద్ధంలో ఎందుకు పనికొస్తాయి? బాణాలు వేసే యంత్రాలు, కత్తుల రథం అన్ని బల్లాలుడికేనంట. నువ్వు అట్టు చెప్పుండాల్సింది బాబు.
Okay, so that's where he gets the plan to use the drapes.
బాహుబలిని బలిమోసం చేశారు ప్రభు. ఏది మోసం? నాకు ఈ సైన్యం
Hoodwinked.
కావాలి, నాకు ఈ ఆయుధం కావాలి అని ఇక్కడే గట్టిగా అడిగి సాధించలేని వాడు రేపు యుద్ధంలో ఏం సాధిస్తాడు? బలవంతుడికి మరింత బలం చేకూర్చాం. ఇది మోసం కాదు, రాజనీతి. ఎవరాది? క్షమించాలి ప్రభు. చెన్నై ఎవరాదు పీకి
Pull it out. Okay. So we're setting up for battle, for war. Now this war scene I did react to, so I will not react to it all entirely here in this video. I'll leave links to the full reaction up in the cards above. Unfortunately, I think it's in the Hindi version. But if you want to see the full uncut, I'll leave that up there. A link to that up in the cards above. For now, I'll watch it in the Telugu version, but it'll be a little divided up for you guys. And that was when I first reacted to it, I had no concept of the context of it in the movie. I just watched the scene because it was recommended. Now I know the story behind the war scene, and now I know the strategy, and I know the people involved, so it means a lot more to me this time around. Especially now that this is probably my third time watching this movie. Okay. Looks like I'm losing a little bit of my sunlight here. I'll have to adjust for that. Now, I thought this was a cow, but it's a water buffalo from what I'm being told. I think it's a sacrifice. They're saying his name. They're not saying invincible, right? They're saying Baladeva. Baladeva. It's nice armor. It's realistic too because it's just the plate, and his arms are free. He doesn't have chainmail on.
ఇది తరతరాలుగా వస్తున్న ఆచారం. బలి ఇవ్వకపోతే సైనికులు కీటిని శంకిస్తారు. అవును యువరాజా, యుద్ధానికి వెళ్లే ముందు బలి ఇవ్వకపోతే అమ్మ ఆగ్రహిస్తుంది. అమ్మ దాహం తీర్చడానికి మూగు జంతువు ప్రాణం ఎందుకు ఎక్కుని? ఉరకలు వేస్తున్న నా రక్తం సిద్ధంగా ఉంది. జై మహిష్మతి.
Yeah. I like that explanation. That he wants to change things up a bit. Doesn't want things to be quite as, traditional.
మీకు చివరి అవకాశం ఇస్తున్నా. ఆయుధాలు వదిలి పారిపోండి. మిమ్మల్ని ప్రాణాలతో వదిలేస్తా. కొరటాచారి బీట్రూట్స్ లందే నిమ్దా దోస్రాస్ టెల్ మీ హర్ తబుష్ క్రాక్ పైకి నిమ్ బూమ్లా మోహినోజుకు లోహక్వ.
See?
ఎవరు నన్ను చంపితే వాడిని రాజుని చేస్తానని ప్రకటించవట.
They're using clicks. And I like that.
మరి వాళ్ళిద్దరూ నా చేతిలో చేస్తే
So is that a fictional language or is that a real language? I'm not too sure.
ఈ రాజ్యాన్ని నిన్ను ఆక్రమించి నీతో కొడుకుని కంట వాణ్ణి రాజ్యం చేసుకో.
వాడు బ్రతికే ఉండాలి. వాడి కాళ్ళు చేతులు తెగి రక్తం ఏదై ప్రవహిస్తున్నా వాడింకా బ్రతికే ఉండాలి.
తాబీకు ఉండంట్రా రేఖ అట్రా కడా ఒపీలుకి ఫిక్సిటీ తాబీకు ఉండంట్రా.
రాబందులు వాడి కళ్ళల్లో నుంచి గుడ్డుల్ని కడుపులో నుంచి పేగుల్ని పీక్కుతూ ఉన్నా వాడింకా బ్రతికే ఉండాలి.
Wow.
కట్టప్ప
తల్లి
సమర శంఖం పూరించు.
Now, what animal would that be that would have the big teeth? And you kind of think, sitting in the theater watching this, we've come through such a journey so far. And to know that it's going to end up in this big fight scene, the way that this is scripted, it's great. Of course, these shots look phenomenal. Arrow Storm. I like it. Many cultures use this tactic of the Arrow Storm. I mean, it's got to be effective. Here comes that triangle. And this is cool too. I don't understand what he's saying, but he can get the gist by his manner. He's telling them to go to war and getting them all kind of ready. And I like this. This is a really awesome opening maneuver. Arrows. And I like how it's showing them get hit, but it's not overly brutal, right? It's not overly, like, gory. It does later on, though, I think, doesn't it? Yeah, the catapults. These things must have caused serious damage. Okay, so they launched the first one so that they wouldn't be worried about now this. Which is like a huge kite. And it's smart. Like, theoretically, it is a smart play. Because you can't lay a moat of oil or anything, which maybe you probably should if that would have been more practical. But it's a smart idea. And it's going to take out a big number of them. You think, well, wait. How can a kite hurt them? Oh, you wait and see. And like when I first saw this, I was like, oh well, that makes sense, right? They can't see. But then I realized that they had saturated it in oil. And that guy's like, oh no. And it would light up like this. It would just go whoosh. And some of these shots with the soldiers on fire, like that's people actually getting lit on fire. Stuntmen. Right? There's more. It's got to hold that line. See, the concept here is that it's supposed to hold them for the initial wave, right? And then eventually have the mobility to open up and engage in full combat. But I think they try to hold off as long as they can. Now you get to see him use that big weapon of his. Ooh. And an axe. Yeah, you don't envy those people fighting in wars back then. I would have loved to have seen this on the big screen, man. Step up. Ooh. See, it did get vicious. Man, it's photographed well. And I like the use of the slower motion camera to the then speeding up. And the way they do that is they film it all at a high frame rate so that when they slow it down, it still looks smooth. And that's a great shot. Of course, he's super strong, so he's just gonna mow through these people like, well, like this. This kind of chopper kind of thing is really interesting. I wonder if they really did use a weapon like that, because it is sort of makes sense. Yeah, to get some of these shots, the camera is at such interesting angles. Wow. See, they're enveloping them. And I like how that shape was on the flag. Did you see the shape on the flag? I saw it. Using town folk as bait. As kind of a ransom. And he's going to cut right through them. See, I think that pretty much proves that he's not able to be the ruler. I think that's what sold the... Right? So Savagami knew that he can't rule if he's going to do that. Of course, Bahubali uses this tactic, which is a lot more smart. That even in battle, he'll go out of his way to try to save the innocent. And that's nobility. And she sees it. He sees it too. Oh, that was a big guy too. Yeah. The battering ram. The battering ram to get through. And it's on. Now, obviously, we know that Katapa wins. And then we see that they put up their flag, which is supposed to demoralize their troops, right? I like that shot. Oof. It's because they're simply outnumbered. That's why they have to go for the head of the warrior chief there. They got to go for the main guy. You can't flee the battlefield, guys.
శత్రుభాగం పెద్దది అనుకోవడం మరణం. రణరంగంలో చావు కన్నా పిరిగితనంతో బ్రతికొనడం మరణం. మన తల్లిని అవమానించిన నీచుడు కళ్ళెదురుగా నిలబడి నవ్వుతూ దిగజూస్తుంటే వాడి తల నరికి అమ్మ పాదాల కింద పాతకుండా వెన్ను చూపి పారిపోవడం మరణం. మరణాన్ని జయించడానికి నేను వెళ్తున్నాను. నా తల్లిని, నా నేలని ఏ నీచుడు నికృష్టుడు ముట్టుకోలేడని రొమ్ము చీల్చి నెత్తురు తాగి చెప్పడానికి వెళ్తున్నాను. నాతో వచ్చేదెవరు? నాతో వచ్చేదెవరు? ఆ మరణాన్ని దాటి నాతో బ్రతికేదెవరు?
I like that speech. Because if you're going to go down, you might as well go down fighting. Katapa. So strong. So strong. And this brings us towards the final confrontation. But of course, Baladeva. Of course, Baladeva won't be deprived of his right to kill the bad guy. The rivalry now is going to come to a head. Kind of like in a triangle form. I never know that. Ah, that's the one they first shot out. Wow. That is a great shot. Pincer came in from the flank. Pincer move. Ooh. Wow. Gotta feel bad for the elephant, right? They didn't want to be there. They didn't want to be part of this. I think I said that in my initial reaction, too. Like, there's obvious wire work here, but it's so well masked. Like that. That it just looks awesome. Ooh, and that leader is a big guy too. Like big and strong. Oof. Wow. I like that fist weapon. It was originally part of the wagon, right? Huh. And he sees that he's going to get robbed of putting him down. And everybody can see what's going to happen here, right? He's going to go in for the kill, and then that other guy's going to jump in. Oh yeah, that's right. She wants him alive. And that did it. He had his sword raised. Everybody could see that. He was going to do it. And then he does it from afar. But he still has faith in him. He still has faith there that he was just trying to look out for him. Maybe. That's why he smiled at him. Because they're still on the same side.
మన దేశ చరిత్రలో కొత్త అధ్యాయం. తన కీర్తి రాజ్యం మొత్తం వ్యాపించేలా శిలా ఫలకాలు, కీర్తి స్తూపాలు ప్రతిష్ఠించండి. మహావీరుడైన భల్లాల దేవుణ్ణి ఈ రోజు మాహిష్మతి సర్వ సైన్యాధ్యక్షుడిగా నియమిస్తున్నాను. బాహుబలిని మీ కాబోయే మహారాజుగా ప్రకటిస్తున్నాను.
Yeah. Sivagami. She's made up her choice.
కావలసిన అర్హత శత్రువుల్ని చంపడం మాత్రమే కాదు, ప్రజల్ని కాపాడడం కూడా. యుద్ధంలో బల్లాలుడి దృష్టంతా శత్రు సంహారం పైన ఉంది.
So she saw.
బాహుబలి ఒక చేత్తో శత్రు సంహారం చేస్తూనే ఇంకో చేత్తో తన వాళ్ళని రక్షించుకున్నాడు. అదే ఒక సైనికుడికి రాజుకి ఉన్న వ్యత్యాసం. 100 మందిని చంపితే వీరుడు అంటాం, అదే ఒక్కరి ప్రాణం కాపాడిన దేవుడు అంటాం.
Yeah.
బాహుబలి ఓ శుభ ముహూర్తాన మహేశ్వతి మహారాజుగా పట్టాభిషిక్తుడు అవుతాడు. ఇది నా మాట, నా మాటే శాసనం.
It's a great scene. It's a great way to end off this part of the story. And how it marries in now with the story that we were following to begin with.
మాసికుడు ఆ మహారాజు బిడ్డ, ఆయన గురించి ఇంటుంటేనే ఉళ్ళం తప్పనికరించిపోతుంది.
Sivadu. See, she said Sivadu.
చూడాలనుందయ్యా.
He is no more.
శత్రు దగ్గర రాలేడన్నా, ఆయుధం తను ముట్టుకోవడానికి భయపడుతున్నాను. అలాంటి మహావీరుడు ఎలా చచ్చిపోయాడు తాత? కత్తి వేటు కన్నా పన్నం పోటు కన్నా దారుణమైంది. వెన్నుపోటు మహేంద్ర. ఎవరు తాత? ఎవరు? అన్ని చూపు.
He did it. And I haven't seen the second part yet, so it's probably going to be heartbreaking. And that's a great way to end off the first movie. With a cliffhanger like that, and to know that it's going to be Katapa that's done it. There, Sivadu, is that how you pronounce it? Sivadu? And Bahubali. I don't know why the translation said Shiva or Siva. It's Siva, right? Siva? You guys, you have to let me know in the comment section below that it's not pronounced SH with a sh sound like the way we speak. It's like a C sound, like Siva. No, I think that's the way I hear it most, right? And in this case, it's Sivadu. But this, they're showing parts here of the conclusion, right? Sivagami was the lady in the beginning holding up the kid. And that's fascinating. That's great. And there's his mother, right? Devasana. So we're going to see this all unfold in the second one. And of course, he's going to try to overthrow the king, Bahubali, to claim the throne as for himself, which we see did happen. Okay, so with that being said, that wraps up my viewing of Bahubali. And I just want to give you guys my quick thoughts as I try to wrap up this reaction. I think this movie is fantastic. I think it's a masterpiece, as I said in the beginning. It's a little bit hard for English speakers to follow along with the translations if the subtitles that were given are not like 100% accurate. Because I can tell that they're not. Some of them, they said his name was Siva, but it's actually Sivaru, right? Sivaru. And then they were calling him Kappa when it's really Katapa, or right? I picked up on these things this time through, and Avantinka. Wow, I love that part of the movie. That's my favorite part of the movie. Overall, you got to think about it like this. What did you just see? You just saw a great journey from where this kid started and to where he's going to go. Eventually, the son there, Sivaru, will become king, right? You got to think that he's going to go back and avenge his father's death, Bahubali's death. And that's where the title comes from. You just got to think, between all the musical pieces, Divara is probably my favorite, but all of it is just magical. It gives you this experience, this journey, and that's what's really great about these films and why I'm really enjoying looking at films out of India. And this is a Telugu movie, and it's right up there, guys. This is where I say you guys got to start looking at these movies. Out of this all of this experience here, I would have to get, out of my ratings, I would give Bahubali a 9 out of 10, but it could be easily 9.5. It's something that if I could get a copy of this on Blu-ray, I think I would really like that, because I would like to see what the actual Blu-ray subtitles are. But eventually, my end goal is that I would love to watch the Telugu version of Bahubali in the actual language and understand what they're saying. That's my goal. That's my dream. But that's pretty much it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. And this is how it's going to work, guys. So from here on in, everything is going to be first time viewing for the most part. There's going to be one or two maybe that won't be, but it's going to be all first time viewing because I haven't watched Bahubali 2 yet. So that's going to be interesting to see my actual initial reactions to everything, to see how it all unfolds. And the way it's going to work from here on in is that you guys will be able to request in the comments section below for songs that you want to see, the full reactions for songs, full reactions to movies. You're going to be able to request that all in the comments below. As you know, the full reaction will be up on Patreon, which you can join for $2. Maybe $1. It depends. The more that people sign up for the Patreon, the less money it'll cost for people. But I'm thinking $2 to start, and that's where I'll start to take the requests mostly from before we take it from the YouTube. But that's how it's going to work. And depending on how long it takes me to edit and upload all of this stuff, I'm looking at this being a weekly thing, hopefully turning into a bi-weekly thing, and then we can just roll from there. So that's it. Bahubali The Beginning. YouTube is recommending a video for you to watch right there, and you can see my latest one just right here. My name is James, and you're watching Mirror Domains India. If you've liked what you've seen, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe right there.